In this ethical situation, it's important to note the differences in time importance, whereas deaf culture tends to be, deaf standard time, and they're more polychromatic, whereas the rest of American culture, the hearing culture, is more monochromatic, meaning that deaf culture sees that so much as doing a to-do list and getting everything done on time isn't as important as the personal relations and kind of the feeling that everything can be done at once. More relaxed kind of a thing. Whereas the hearing culture, of course, it starts at 10. It needs to start at 10 so we can get done, so we can get through the rest of my day. It's also important to note the differences between the collectivist and individualist cultures. Obviously, the deaf culture being collectivist, they want to group together, get to know each other. In the scenario, it being department heads maybe from all over, they might not have saw each other for a while. They want to catch up and get to know each other, get back to where they left off and catch up from there. Whereas the hearing people, even if they did know each other, it's not as important for them to catch up and chit chat like it is for deaf culture. So yeah, that's the values there. As for handling it, it's always hard with ethical scenarios because in a way you want to educate everyone about deaf culture and you want to help the deaf people in that hearing situation out, but it might not always be your place to be so hands-on in it, given that you're the interpreter in this situation. Of course, you want to make sure that the deaf leaders know that you're starting. Might want to, hey guys, it's 10. The speaker's about to talk now. So, and then they probably still won't go to their seats quite immediately, but they'll probably kind of trickle to their seats. I'm not sure that I would go right up to the speaker and be like, hey, about deaf culture, they talk and get together. But if it seems like he's getting frustrated, or if he's kind of looking to me or to the other interpreter, wondering what's going on, if they're not understanding that it's 10, I'll obviously, if he asks me a question about it, I'll obviously say, deaf culture is a little different, and they're very sociable. They like to catch up with everybody, and it's not them trying to be offensive or not knowing what time it is. They understand what time it is. They're just, that's different in culture. I might want to explain that to him, but really probably only if he's getting really frustrated or if he asks me a question. I probably wouldn't just go right up to the podium, because obviously, and if he did ask me a question, you do want to sign that, hey, do they understand? I would sign that and then sign my answer back in case one of the deaf people were watching and wanted to join in the conversation, or so they would know what we were talking about. Not that it wasn't some off-the-track thing, but they would know, oh, that's what he's talking about. He feels like we're not in our seat yet. He's upset. So then they know, not just so it's just a conversation between me and him. I should sign it. If the deaf people still don't go to their seats, they know what time it starts. I mean, it's their choice to still continue to chat. That's not really your responsibility to baby them and sit them down themselves. Obviously, me and the other interpreter, you want to go ahead and interpret, and I'm sure that they will get to their seats kind of maybe a few minutes later. They might miss some of it, but that's their choice, like it would be anybody's choice if they wanted to catch up and miss a few minutes of it, as long as they know what time it is and the hostess isn't, the speaker isn't freaking out. I think that this situation will be fine. It'll work itself out.